First time that we met, I knew that I had to have a girl. You stole my heart. It hit me like a sledgehammer, knocked me off my feet. I never felt this way before. I'll be the one you need. That's what I had to let her know. I see you cry in the middle of the night. He did you wrong, girl, you know he ain't right. Put your faith in me, I give you all I got. All I need is one shot, just give me one shot. Told her how I felt. If I could be her man, then she looked at me and said she just wants to be friends. So I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type, please don't put me in no friend zone. I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type, please don't put me in no friend zone.
Feel like you're leading me on, I just don't understand. And you can see it's obvious, I'm trying to be your man. Crazy how you complain about these other guys all in my end. It doesn't feel right, I'm just trying to be the one that change your life, to show you the other side. As long as you telling me what's on your mind, I promise won't waste your time, like you what I do in mine. Once you find you a dime, trying to get you in your prime. You probably hear it all the time. The only difference is the truth, I ain't spitting lines. They loving you, what's the crime, I ain't doing time. Cause the friend zone thing is really out of line, really out of line. Baby girl, wake up with me, get your cake up, no fix up, I major, them others is danger. Yes, there'll be haters and yes, there'll be fakers, but that's cause you look like that without your makeup.
I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type, please don't put me in no friend zone. I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type,
King of New York,
please don't put me in no friend zone.
I ain't even about to play like I play about you. The last nigga really went and made a play out you. He took a lay out you. Love what for who? You Curve King, the biggest thought in the room. I'm saying, we got a vibe that you can't deny. Even on your worst day, ticket on the dash, girl, that ass fine. I've been plotting on how I'ma make that ass mine. Fantasize walking through the park just to pass time. You keep saying the F word, yeah, I should be your bestie, but we belong together like leg work. Your jealous tendencies be making my head hurt. I'd rather we soliloquy while making the bed jerk. I'm not only trying to get inside, I know you better than you think, so if you serious, we shouldn't try. I see the feelings that you couldn't hide. Are they dead? No, so why put me in a friend zone?
I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type, please don't put me in no friend zone. I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type, please don't put me in no friend zone.
Yeah. TKO. Featuring Coney. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check that shit out. It's everywhere.
It hit me like a sledgehammer, knocked me off my feet. I never felt this way before. I'll be the one you need.
Yeah, buddy. What's going on? We back. Fuck yeah, I mean, eh? We back up in there. Early. Shouts go out to TKO. Shouts go out to Coney Brooks. Shouts go out to Dynasty. What did it do, though? My dude Blaze from the Facebook side. Eh? You know what I'm saying? I guess Scott wasn't feeling the track. Where's the harsh pause? First of all, I guess Scott wasn't a fan of the track. You know, it happens. You know what I mean? All opinions matter here. You know what I mean? As long as motherfuckers is respectful. You know what I mean? You don't have to like everything. It happens. Like I always say, there's no tribalism here. You heard? Oh, so you did like it? Okay. Black Saw was goody. We'll get your girl to bed. Yeah, you trying to stay in the chat tonight, I see. Saying you already know what you're doing with your bullshit ass, weak ass trolling. But anyways, I'm gonna play that song again in the middle of the show. Promote my guy TKO. You dig? But this is episode 156 of the Council Roundtable. When it comes to the old-fashioned rats and let y'all know what's happening. And today's topic is Drew McIntyre, Rhea Ripley's new bitch. I'm sad because he looked like a bitch. Stars go out to Samuel L. Jackson also. Pulp Fiction. Y'all know the vibes. You already know the vibes, CKO. Me personally, I liked it. I like that track. You know what I'm saying? Like, a person told me a while back, you can't kill the world all the damn time in every single song. It's okay to fall in love. You know what I mean? Hence the song. I guess, these gentlemen have seen a female and it was like love at first sight. So they asked nicely not to be put in the friend zone. Can't be mad at that. Like, look here, baby, I'm feeling you. Don't put me in the friend zone. If you do that, then I'm going to leave you alone. Yeah. Exactly, Black Star. Like, what type of man? And yo, on some real shit, this dude, Scott, he called it. He was saying, like, when this dude, Drew McIntyre, joined Judgment Day, he said I was gonna rant about it, which I'm not. I ain't gonna lie. Drew McIntyre had nothing else to fucking do. He had no choice but to join. Well, I did say that he didn't need them, which he really doesn't, but in a way I get it, because it's like, what else is he doing? This dude is losing all the fucking time. He does need backup. It's pretty evident. Like, this dude can't buy a win now. He lost to Sheamus. He lost to this dude, Seth Rollins, previously. He would eventually ended up losing to Matt Riddle if he ain't get fired. So fuck it, why not? Try something new. Would it do, ballet? Yeah. Oh God. I can't. Get him off my TV now. Fuck. Tired of that motherfucker. And that's the reason why I did that video, because if you guys been with me on this journey, this wrestling journey, so to speak, y'all already know how I gave it up when it came to Big Show and fucking Kane. Especially Big Show. It's like, yo, all right now, enough. Like, come on now. And all of his matches was trash. I don't really remember a memorable Big Show match. I give him props at him being a giant and being safe in the ring. I give him that. You know what I'm saying? Modern day Andre the Giant, fuck no. Last time I checked, I seen this dude, Andre the Giant, catch somebody with a hurricanrana. Big Show ain't do that. But it's like, I've been spazzing about this dude Big Show in the WWF for a minute. At first, I was fucking with Big Show. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, yeah, but it was like, okay, now he needs to go away. Like, why is this dude still around? He's not adding anything to the fucking roster. I mean, nothing at all. And most of the time, he's looking up at the fucking lights. Everybody throwing you all over the fucking place. How the fuck you 7+ when it comes to height? 300 plus pounds, near 400 pounds, and you got normal men just throwing you around. Even in the fucking video game. You ever played the fucking video game, the wrestling games? He getting thrown around in that shit too. what the fuck is the point of being a giant if we keep getting thrown around? A chick clothesline this dude. He's doing a motherfucking 360. Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, I've always been on that type of time with that dude for years. And then now I gotta endure this shit on AEW. Get the fuck out of here expeditiously. Oh my God. Don't get me fucking started with that dude. Read these comments real quick before I open up the floodgates. Yeah, I feel the same way about Jeff Jarrett too, my guy. You already know. Yeah, that was a memorable moment. But do you remember the actual match? That's the difference. Big Show Incredible was with Braun when they really wrestled. Oh, you mean Incredible? Yeah, I will not. Big Show and Incredible shouldn't be in the same sentence. But I'm about to open up the floodgates. Let's get them likes up, though. You already know the vibes, B. Y'all already know how I give it up. So that's first and foremost. You know them thumbs are free. You know what I'm saying? Also, like I was saying from before, check out this dude TKO's track, Friend Zone, available everywhere. Don't be a twerp. Oh shit. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub. You was jamming to it? You liked it? I know we could do better with those likes, though. We normally have 10 by now. Let's get it. Got 8 people in the building, only 7 likes. Come on now. You know how we give it up. Tell a friend and tell their friends that we here again. I know we went on a little hiatus, little week hiatus, to gather, get our shit together, but we back. We here now. That y'all peoples know we here, we back. You dig? Also, for the new subs, let me explain once again what this channel is about. We talk about wrestling here. There's no tribalism here. And we also add a little bit of sports and movie talk here too. So, be respectful. You don't have to, kiss ass and suck cock like Tony Khan over there. You don't have to do all that. Just be respectful. You can be opinionated. Say what you got to say. And you already know. All right. Thanks for the likes. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Drew McIntyre is he the new the new purse carrier for Rhea Ripley. Then you got this dude. Damian Priest saying he's the real leader of Judgment Day. To tell you the truth, I always thought it was Finn Balor, the leader of Judgment Day. I thought it was Finn Balor because if you really think of it, didn't they turn on Edge because of Finn Balor? Y'all remember that? It's like WWE wants us to forget that. Oh yeah, another thing too. Happy birthday to Henny God. Put a shot glass in the chat. Put a shot glass in the chat, y'all, for Henny God. It was his birthday. So let's show some love to Henny God. Everybody put a shot glass up in the chat. Let's show some love to Henny God. What the fuck is that? I see you on Black Star. What is that? So, Dynasty, I don't know what it said. Yeah, you may be causing an echo, Dynasty, if you can still hear. You might have to wear headphones.
Yo, what's goody?
What it do, though?
What's goody, TKO?
What up? What up?
Yeah, man. I was just saying, this dude, it was Henny God's birthday, so everybody put shot glasses in the chat.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, but real quick, talking about tomorrow night, you know good and damn well Big Show's about to get the pin. You know good and damn well Sandman's about to rant for a fucking decade.
Nah, R should have been ranting about Drew McIntyre because I said, "What the fuck is this?"
I did say you called it. You called it.
Personally, I thought the heel turn was
like it was good. Well it was done, good. But the problem was
why can't he be his own man heel? He's
but the problem was with that they concentrated on Jay for way too long.
Hold on. Try it again, Dynasty. If you got your headphones on now, you know what you probably got to do. You probably got to unplug them and plug them back in and come back up.
Oh, when you said Jade, I don't think Jade's showing up until Survivor Series.
Like they should have showed Drew, then they should have showed Jay, and then he should have hit the Claymore.
You know, Drew's heel turn is all centered around Jey Uso. So
I know that's why they should have showed Jay. They should have showed Drew first before showing Jay.
What if I don't know? What if this dude Drew McIntyre is basically being a mole? That could be a possibility too. He could be like a mole, a Judgment Day mole, to basically have them self implode.
I don't think
Drew's that type of guy because he's been beefing with everybody. He's beefing with Jay. He's beefing with the New Day, even though they don't fucking matter.
Breaking news that Dion just signed a 10-year, $100 million extension with Colorado.
He's smart. You know why?
Hold on, slow down. Wait. How you just switch the subject like?
No, like I said, breaking news.
Let's have the show flow. Let's have the show flow smoothly.
Oh, okay, my bad.
The thing about it is, like I was trying to say, I don't think Drew McIntyre is joining the Judgment Day. I think after War Games, he's going to keep going after Jey Uso.
Yeah, he's a mercenary.
Yeah, so it's just for War Games. That's it.
So is it going to be 5-on-5 now?
Yeah. Randy Orton's going to complete
Cody's team. That's Cody's the word.
Yeah. I'm actually afraid. I don't want a certain person to show up.
Cody's team is they're down a man.
But the elephant in the room is that Punk is continuously trolling the entire wrestling world.
you know Punk trolls. That's
what he does. Sit down somewhere, because I don't even want to see that.
Today's troll is that there's a little devil.
Her devil's supposed to be Punk,
with the promo of I think it was Hell in a Cell.
That's funny. I don't know who that devil is gonna be. Honestly,
To
I
me, it's Kyle
also heard
O'Reilly.
I also heard it was gonna be Jungle Jack.
It's Kyle O'Reilly. You can tell
why would it be Kyle? Wait,
the body
I ain't
type
gonna lie.
match.
I ain't gonna lie. I fucks with Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly is my dude. But if the devil ends up being Kyle O'Reilly, that would not be good.
Exactly.
It's Kyle O'Reilly in the Kingdom. That's what it is.
Kyle O'Reilly.
No.
The only way we can accept Kyle O'Reilly is if the entire Undisputed Era show up.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. It's going to
I
be
don't
Kyle
even know-
O'Reilly. It's
I
going
don't
to be
even
Kyle
know
O'Reilly,
it.
Roderick Strong,
I don't
and
even
Adam
know
Cole
Bobby.
with the Kingdom, the Undisputed Kingdom.
But
But
we're
I
here.
don't even know what the hell
Makes
Bobby
sense.
Fish.
Wait,
I
wait,
don't
wait.
know what the
We
hell
talking
Bobby
about
Fish is
WWE
doing.
or we talking about AEW right now?
Well, they just switched the subject, so I was just tagging.
Yeah,
along.
talking about AEW.
Okay, I was so confused. You got my hopes up. I thought he was coming back to WWE. Don't do me like that.
Wait,
Yo,
you want-
Kyle O'Reilly still signed to AEW.
No, but it's going to be Kyle O'Reilly.
It's just that he's been hurt.
Yeah.
It's going to be Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and Adam Cole combining with the Kingdom.
The
And they're gonna
Undisputed
call themselves-
Kingdom. I
that
like
would
that.
be interesting. I think that would be cool, honestly, if it ends up being Kyle.
It's
But
going to be Kyle. You can tell.
I really can't tell, honestly. Who are the other four guys?
You can tell because Punk, unless Tony Khan pulls the biggest hoax in the history of hoax, then it's not Punk.
I have a question. How much money you think Adam Cole has? Because he needs his Undisputed Era music.
How much money do you think Tony Khan has? Because Adam Cole doesn't have shit.
Okay, my thing is, you have to buy that music yourself. Like,
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
Tony Khan that does
definitely.
it.
Tony Khan buys the songs himself.
Yeah, Tony Khan's the one who buys the songs.
yeah, but I don't think
Tony Khan.
WWE will sell a NXT trademark song to.
Well,
to-
they were able to buy the Hardy Boys theme, and
Right.
The Hardy Boys bought it. I think they had the money. I think they have money to do it. But what I'm saying is, I think Adam Cole needs to buy that Undisputed Era music.
Oh man, that music was just so fucking cool.
So
I
is the,
did-
Something is telling me. Something's telling me that it's Kyle. That's Kyle O'Reilly.
Well, we will see. Full
This-
Gear is on Saturday, so
Something
That will be underwhelming. And I'm telling you, there's no shot towards Kyle O'Reilly, but that shit is not going to be a good look if that ends up being him. It's not. Like,
let me tell you about the Kyle O'Reilly thing. They messed up when they decided to put the belt on Moxley as the interim champion. They should have pulled the trigger on O'Reilly.
O'Reilly was already injured by then, though.
yeah, and I was there for that shit. When this dude Kyle O'Reilly, he had that great night, like probably the best night of his whole career. And me and my lady, we was there, and we seen when he got hurt.
how much
times he wrestled that night? Like 3 times.
I always tell
Three
people.
matches in one night, yeah.
Like I always tell people all the time that the person who's talking, usually he's not going to do anything. This person who isn't talking, that's the one you got to look out for.
Oh
yeah,
my
we
God.
definitely doing predictions on Friday, Dynasty. We back. You know what I'm saying? We back. But sometimes you got to take a break. It freshens the show. It makes the show fresh again. You know.
I tell you what I was doing since you guys been gone. I've been checking out Xia Li on Google. WWE is Xia Li.
That bitch is trash. I'm not gonna hold you. She had 2 bad nights in a row. Now I see why Vince kept her off TV.
That kick she does is pretty good.
She's a waste, but if you was to go on Google and just look up Xia Li on her photos,
she's
she is a
attractive.
fine ass woman. I just don't
So
know.
was like 90% of the bitches on the roster. Like, yeah, we get it.
No,
Like,
not
yeah.
90. I won't say 90%. With her, I just don't know what's missing.
That kick
What's
she does is pretty
missing
good. Like I like the kick that she does. It's just
Hold on,
everything
wait,
else.
hold on. Because we keep cutting up TKO. TKO, what you were saying, my dude?
I'm sorry.
Honestly, well, you're right. She does look good, but what's missing is the fact that some is that the way her matches keep ending. I know they're trying to make her a threat, like she can knock people out, but the fact is, the people she's knocking are not selling correctly. Either
Well,
that,
here's the
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. The shit looks sloppy as hell. And
They-
it's on both of them. It's not only her ops, it's her too. They both look sloppy.
well, I hate to say it,
there's a
there's no
saying.
chance. There's no chance with her because when she shows up, the crowd don't even say shit.
There's a saying that people say, and it's if you have the look and the personality, and then the bell rings and then you're trash, you're useless.
Yeah.
yeah. What's
Baron
crazy
Corbin had great entrance music, had everything that you're looking for in a superstar. Then the bell rings and you realize that he's trash.
Baron
And
Corbin.
here's the thing with Baron Corbin, right? The thing with him is he only works well with like cruiserweights. When it comes to like cruiserweight matches or maybe middleweight matches, he does his thing. He would have great matches, but when it comes to him against another heavyweight, that shit is like watching fucking sap fucking coming from a damn tree.
That Roman Reigns match.
God.
that whole feud.
That's what turned the spotlight on him.
That whole feud.
Feud with Roman Reigns was garbage.
That whole feud was just ridiculously stupid. And then
I don't know why the hell they would.
You know
Bro,
what?
why the hell were
Roman
they
Reigns gets
even
some of the
fighting?
blame on that too because he wasn't that great when he first started.
He fucking sucks. He still sucks.
I want to know why the hell they were even feuding about in the first place.
So tough, right back.
I don't
Right.
know. Something about some damn dog food. That was about it.
Oh my god, that shit was terrible.
So
Tough,
Dynasty
you right back
said,
today?
"Oh yeah, we miss you too, Ballet. Don't think I forgot what you posted. We miss you too, Ballet.
Ballet, dude, where
Dynasty
you
said-
been?
Hold on, Scott, because I gotta read the comments also. They're part of the show too. Tope was goody, my dude. Dynasty said, all right. He's not trash. He's just not flashy in the era of spot fests. No, he's
not
trash.
flashy, he sucks.
Yeah, he's just trash.
I'm gonna be
There's
honest.
just something about him that's just not clicking.
I'm gonna be
Like,
honest. When you know why he had a bunch of failed gimmicks, like you.
Yo,
what are you talking about?
revamp Somebody.
I'm glad Dynasty
Just
just
through Baron Corbin.
Yo, I'm glad Dynasty said that. Why wrestling became spot moves now? Everything's a spot. There's no
Because
transitional
everybody-
wrestling.
I've talked about Baron Corbin several times. I've talked about Corbin several times. What it is his size. It's 2023, but wrestling companies and promoters and bookers are still obsessed with wrestlers that have a tall,
For a
good
6'8",
look, you
for a
know?
6'8",
Right.
280.
If he was like maybe 2 or 3 feet shorter, like he
He'll
wouldn't
still
even
suck.
have a contract. Right.
Look,
The days of a good look, like a good look still gets you in the door, but the days of a good look just giving you a push, like, no, it's not the 80s and the 90s anymore. You know, for me, what it is about Corbin, it's not that he sucks or anything, but what has him have go away heat for me personally is that the amount of times that they've attempted to make it work when it's clearly not working, and it's like that effort that they put to make him work, they could have put that like on 2-3 other people who actually were like getting something. That's not his fault though. That's the company's fault. But whatever.
You're real.
You know.
Go ahead.
I will ask this though. I will ask you guys a legitimate question.
All right, shoot.
Do you think people are just salty that he was the one that got Kurt Angle the fuck up out of here?
Nah.
No, he was talking even before that.
not
Even
really.
before that it was even a conversation. He wasn't good.
Look,
It began with that Roman Reigns feud.
They hate
They
Baron
should
Corbin
have
the
got him
moment
immediately. That Roman Reigns feud should have got him immediately fired.
they hate Baron Corbin the moment he cut his hair.
Nah, that Roman
I
Reigns
don't
feud should have got
hate.
him. Should have got
I
him
don't
fired the
hate
next
Roman.
fucking night.
I mean,
You
I
know
don't hate
what? That
Corbin
that played a
balding,
part in
but
it. I think that did play a part in it. Him cutting his hair to a baldy. Because remember, his
He was
appeal was his
balding. Who
lock,
gives a shit?
the lone wolf. You know. No, I'll even say this: him bumming out the cash in took effect to his downfall too.
Yeah, that killed him. That killed him
that to
dead
me is
right
what
there.
did it.
And it
Who
was
he
against
bummed out
Jinder
to?
too, who was also a joke.
Now
That
John
did
Cena.
it to me,
John Cena
honestly.
put the dirt. No. John Cena dig the hole. Roman Reigns put the dirt in.
Jinder Mahal dig the hole
Nah,
on
Now,
that
Jinder
jail
what
Mahal
happened
match.
was
dug the hole.
something I forgot exactly what happened. He pissed off the wrong people in real life. It was what was it? Veterans Day, Memorial Day, it was some post on social media, and he got his shit pushed in basically, and that was the punishment for it. I forgot exactly what. Someone I
Did
can
it?
look it up if I have time.
He got political.
Raquel Gonzalez Rodriguez Santiago. Did she do the same thing?
Yeah, but look at her. I
yeah.
mean, she's not on TV.
She
She's not doing
ain't
anything
win-
either.
she ain't winning no titles.
Right, exactly.
All she do
Right.
is show her big ass back.
Right. Wasn't
Well,
there
she
like
got the-
wasn't there like that one crazy referee in NXT that was posting all the anti-COVID shit when the pandemic was really bad? They gave him the axe. You know, WWE, they don't like that. I mean, obviously the people in charge of the company are, they vote red, and I'm not going to be talking about that. But as a company, it's their job to be neutral. You know, you can't be having people on your roster, openly supporting.
the
It's not a
entire-
good look. It's bad for their PR.
The entire McMahon family, JBL.
Right.
I believe Big Bill was a huge Trump supporter and got the axe because he actually showed it.
He got heat for that. They
was
kicked
that
him
other-
off the bus.
So was
Wait,
that,
Roman, as a matter of fact, it was Roman. Roman kicked him off the bus. He kicked him off.
so was that
Enzo?
Wait, hold on, wait. You said Big Bill was a Trump supporter, and that's what got him fired from WWE.
That's what began it.
No,
No,
that's what
I
got him
think you're
heat.
thinking of that other. I think you're thinking of that other
But-
guy, Jackson, right?
But
Okay,
isn't Vince and Trump best friends?
Yeah, but they don't share. You're not supposed to share political views with your character. So with JBL,
Right.
he was a Republican, but what he did was he went to Fox News and he was talking about finances. So Vince McMahon was like, okay, we're going to come up with this idea. You're going to be this Texan that just got rich off the market, and here
Was
you are,
it?
JBL.
Did he
And
do
it
that?
worked.
Did he do
It
that
worked.
during?
It
Did
worked.
he do that during his
What
line?
happened with what happened with Big Bill was they were doing a tour. They were on the bus. It was some international tour somewhere, and they were traveling the bus. And Bill was a big Trump guy, and he was just talking to other wrestlers. Just he was just a real big Trump guy. And again, I'm not going to give him shit for it, but he was just talking about Trump this, Trump that, and the other wrestlers they just didn't want to hear it. And again, think about it. They're traveling. They're going from one show to the other. They ain't trying to hear that. They're just trying to chill. They're just trying to vibe. They're going from one show to the next. They told him to shut up, and he just kept talking. And so that's when Roman, this would have been like, what, 2018, 2017, 2018. Roman basically just told him, like, yo, get off the bus. He kicked him out.
The funniest Roman story was when he booted the Miz out of the locker room. And the Miz had this,
the thing people don't ask though. You know the thing that people don't question. You know the thing that people don't question. When he got kicked off the bus, like where did he kick him off the bus at? Was it in the middle of nowhere, like in the woods or something? Like I don't give a fuck where we at. Get the fuck off the bus. You find your way to the next arena on your own.
Damn.
I remember on
that
nobody
happened.
never asked
That happened.
It's like nobody never asked that shit. Yo, Henny guy, yo, happy birthday, you bum. Yeah,
like I remember.
Boy. But hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Oh, my bad.
Yo, shot glasses, shots to the birthday boy.
Take a Henny shot for Henny.
Hey,
Ran out of drinks.
you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to the birthday boy. You know what I mean? There go 2 shots for you, Henny God. Well, go ahead. I just wanted to say happy birthday to Henny God. Show the
Real
love.
quick, like who remembers that TV show? I think it was like a drive through or some shit like that. Like it was on the WWE network.
You mean Drive Along?
Yeah,
Drive
the
Along.
drive. Was it again? What's going on?
Drive
The
Along.
ride
That
along.
Ride
ride
along.
along shit, yeah.
But like there was an episode where like it was JBL, Cole, and Saxton was just bugging the shit out of JBL and Cole. So JBL parked the car at a gas station, and he told Saxton to go get them some snacks. They took off
And
to
they
the
left
hotel.
his ass there. I remember that.
They took off to the hotel, and then and then poor Saxton calls him and goes like, "Hey, you left me here." They say like, "Hey, we thought you was in the car."
JBL, he's a bully, man.
They were ribbing him. That's what that was. To answer your
Yeah,
question, saying
it was a rib. It was a rib.
Yeah, to answer your question, saying man, I guess being left in the middle of nowhere isn't that bad in present day because of Uber and Lyft and shit. But yeah, I don't know where they left them off, and I'm sure Black Star remembers. So it was that, and it was a stupid segment. I don't know if it was Raw, SmackDown, Enzo and Cass had broken up. Enzo was, Cass was in a feud with Daniel Bryan at the time, and there was a segment where
and they made the
he
short
beat up
joke.
he beat up the midget. Yeah, he beat up the midget. Apparently, what was supposed to happen was the segment was supposed to be short. It was just supposed to be he goes out there, he
went
makes
way
fun
too
of
far.
Bryan, a midget comes out, and he's just supposed to basically just hit a boot on the midget. That was it. But in the segment, like the midget actually like got a few moves in. It ate up time. Vince doesn't like that. Vince is very methodical with like time. Unless you're like a top guy, if he says you got 5 minutes, you got 5 minutes. If you go over, you're gonna get punished. And so that's he was out the door after that. But you know what? He's cleaned up his life now. He's in a much better place. So I don't want to.
Yeah. Shouts go out to him.
much better
Definitely
now,
getting
and I
his life
respect
together. And
Right.
that's the first title he's ever won. The tag
Right.
belts in AEW. That's the first
Really?
title.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's the first title he's ever
Yes.
won.
Oh,
It
Did
is.
he win the NXT tag titles?
No, he
No.
didn't. He didn't. And I
He
used
never
to
won.
get into intense debates about this back then because I remember so many people back then
Yo,
being
him
like,
and
"Oh,
Enzo were mad
Enzo and Cass
over.
are too over. They don't need to be champions." And I always say that's fucking stupid because if you're that over, that's the reason why you should be the fucking champs. If you're the most over, I'm sorry, I don't care what company we're talking about. If you're the most over tag team in the fucking company, you should be champions because you're the most.
Oh,
fucking
don't
over
do that,
tag team
Tove.
in the
Don't
company.
do that, Tove. Don't do that.
What?
Because
So
I was saying that about these dudes. What's the claim? When
Well,
they
the Acclaim
remember
were
when
not
they
the most
lost.
over tag team. FTR was more over.
No,
than
at the
Acclaim,
time,
bro.
at the time when it was
At
beefing
the
with
time,
these
yeah,
dudes?
FTR was more over than the Acclaim at that
No, he
time.
was
Yeah.
not.
Yes,
No,
they
he
were,
wasn't.
bro. They were having fire matches with everybody every week. They were having
It
great
don't
matches.
matter
every
though.
week.
They
Acclaim
was
were having
over. The
matches like
crowd
that.
was into
It doesn't
the
matter,
crowd
bro.
was into them
They
more
were
than
the most over
FTR,
team
my
at the time,
dude. You
and their
tripping.
association with Punk. No, I'm not
No,
tripping,
but
bro.
Toph,
FTR was
but
more
Toph,
over the Acclaim, bro.
but Toph, real quick, you would put the titles on Enzo and Cass over the Revival and Alpha Academy, or
If you remember, they put the
They
belts on the
did. They
fucking
actually
did.
won the
If you
titles,
remember, they
didn't
put the belts on the fucking vaudevillains. Nobody cared about the fucking vaudevillains.
Yeah. Did you see?
No, but
did you
wasn't-
see
but
how
wasn't
crowd
the feud-
reacted
but wasn't
when they went against FTR for the titles? They had them in the palm of their hands.
Right?
I thought-
No,
Yeah,
but
that was before they got the call up. I remember it was like one of those. It was one of the first live event specials they did. For the
NXT
network. They should have won the
Brooklyn.
belts then.
I
Yeah,
felt that they should have. I
but
felt
wasn't
that
the
they
feud-
called them
but
up
wasn't
way
the
too
feud-
early.
But wasn't the feud the Revival and DIY at the time?
No,
the feud was Revival and American Alpha. That was the feud at the time.
Oh, okay.
So WWE does that. It's a bad habit of WWE. WWE has this mentality where it's like they can have an overact, but they won't pull the trigger because the process is we can do it later.
now
But
that's what
unfortunately,
it-
sometimes later
And that bites
never
them in
comes.
the ass.
You know,
and
they-
that's
they-
the mentality
that's the
that bites them
mindset.
in the ass, bro.
I didn't care for American
Right.
Alpha because Jason
That,
Jordan.
that was the mindset they had
Oh.
with Crime Time back in the day. They were just like, oh, we can push Crime Time later, and then later never came. And they were like, oh, we can push Enzo and Cass later, and then Enzo and Cass individually got in trouble which led to both of them being released. So
Crime
many
Time
times,
put
right?
them
Like
in.
every year when we get to
grab a
WrestleMania
Foley and
season.
pull out your Rolly.
But that mentality has bit WWE in the ass every
You're
single year, man.
right.
And it's their timing. They push
Right
them too
now,
early or they push them too late.
like right
And
now,
I
the
never
PhD
understood why Crime Time never won those straps. That's a crime in itself.
Right.
like right now, the
Them not
pacing,
winning those
the
straps. That
pacing
shit
in
didn't.
WWE is a
But
bit better.
y'all got the fucking belts on Jared's show, punk asses.
Like right
And for
now,
me, and
like
just
right
an
now, the
example,
pacing.
of WWE's "we can do it later" mentality. One of the craziest stats. It sounds crazy to say it out loud. Of the Shield, right? The Shield, like Roman, Rollins, and Ambrose, they only ever had one triple threat match on the main roster. Just one. Sounds crazy, right? That could have been like a SummerSlam match, a
It should have been a
WrestleMania
Mania
match.
main event.
They
That's
only
a
did
Mania
it
main
one
event.
time, and they only did it the one time because they're just like, oh, we can do it later, but later never came. It
Like
never
wasn't that
came.
because
Never come.
wasn't that because
Later
Ambrose
never
was on the way out?
came.
That's the reason why they
Ambrose
did it.
was leaving and Seth and Roman were on
Yeah,
separate brands. So I'm like,
yeah, like that was
oh
because
my
like Ambrose was
goodness.
on the way out.
Yeah. And plus, I never really WWE never really cared for Ambrose all that much. Roman and Seth were their two main focuses, mostly Roman, but still.
No, but who caught that Santos heel turn? That was pretty good, wasn't it?
I saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah,
No,
but
but it was
I don't
good. They
know.
I think they
executed
did
it
it
though.
too soon. It was too soon for me.
Yeah,
I liked it, but it was too soon.
I agree.
yeah, but you know why they pulled the trigger on that as soon as it did? Because Ray was legitimately injured, so they had to
Yeah,
let him.
I heard about that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ray.
I don't
they-
like Santos.
he basically got
Escobar.
written off the TV.
Yeah,
I don't
Ray.
like Santos Escobar as a baby face. It just doesn't work. I like that arrogant Mexican mob.
I don't think that it
I
doesn't work. I
liked
just
what
think
I
it's
I
think you know
liked
what.
what
Hold on. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go right after me. So I don't think. I think he should explain it like how I'm gonna say it on Friday. I think him turning face or whatever, joining LWO is basically,
Means to an
gain
end.
his new trust, gain Rey Mysterio's trust. I think that's what he was trying to do with the whole scenario. Because Santos is better as a heel. We all know that. He wasn't
I
bad
thought
as a face though.
I thought
I'd say he was
Ricardo
really
was
bad as
great.
a
Yeah,
face.
but I don't want him smiling and shit. I like to
Barely smiled. He act like he was out there hugging fat girls and kissing babies and shit.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I guess because I'm not Latino, I wasn't feeling the Latino.
It is time. It is time for WWE to call up Electra Lopez and just reform Legado del Fantasma.
The
I ain't
reason
gonna
why
hold you. I think
LWO
Legado
was like
great.
somewhat of a failure is because they was always losing. And that's the thing that kills me with WWE. Like, yo, my dudes, if a motherfucker keep losing, nobody's gonna care. They don't get that shit. They think, oh, just because you're on TV, that's all that matters. No, if anything, that makes it worse.
This is my thing. If you're gonna have the LWO, why you got a girl that can't whip nobody's ass? Put Raquel Santiago in there. She's gonna kick some teeth in. Nobody believes
Santiago Rodriguez Gonzalez.
Yeah,
Right,
no one
all the names.
believes Zelina's gonna kick somebody's ass, and that's why I just didn't like the LWO. You need
And Zelina's good. She stepped it up a lot.
No, you guys are overthinking it. What it was about, it was just about money. LWO was Ray when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. He had the LWO shirt. He had been talking to Trips for a while about it. I know for a long time. He was trying to there was some legal action. I don't know exactly what the legal action was, but he was fighting for a long time to bring in some version of the LWO. He brought the shirt out.
But aren't they keeping the group though? Like, isn't it supposed to be Dragon Lee, Ray, and Carlito?
I don't know about all that, but all I know is that the LWO was all about the merch. That's what it was about. It's so good merch, and so WWE was like, okay, but there was never a plan for the group. It was just about making money. That was it.
Yeah.
That's if you notice, like this whole time, I've never really talked about the LWO. because they weren't really doing anything. Like, how many feuds were they really in? You know, like, what were they
There's
doing?
rumors-
What did they do after the Dom feud? Like, after the Dom feud, what were they really? They weren't really doing anything. They were just having random matches every week. You know, it was
But
about
there's
the
rumors
T-shirt.
that they're
That's all it was.
keeping the group, and they're going to kick out Legato, and they're going to add Dragon Lee and Carlito.
I don't think Dragon Lee should be in the group at all, honestly.
I think the problem is.
Speaking of Dragon Lee, Speaking of Dragon Lee, I'm loving the match between him and this dude, Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah, they're having good matches. They're having great matches.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Cedric got released.
Why does he still have a
the
job?
LWO is, for me, the problem with the LWO always was we never got to see exactly like what the group was about all the way back in WCW, because Bischoff was basically just the fucking ass, because him and Eddie had heat. The way I always interpreted
it was just supposed to be a parody in WCW.
But the way I interpreted it as Eddie Guerrero was frustrated because all Latino and Hispanic and the luchadors were basically stuck in the same spot. They were working against each other, which is true, because if you looked at those WCW Nitros, it was always like, what was the fucking mask guy's name? Like La Parca, Viano number 2, Viano number 3.
It was La Parca.
The chairman of WCW.
It was
right.
Psychosis.
So I interpreted it as Eddie was basically like an us versus them. It was like, we're tired of being your entertainment. We're tired of basically being your opening act. I'm gonna get my crew, and we're just gonna fucking, do our own thing. But it never went that far because Eric Bischoff wanted it canceled. So, but the group should definitely be healed.
His father was a part of the original LWO.
Bro, you know what's the crazy thing about that is, though, Bischoff really tried to cancel the cruiserweights when that was literally the highlight of your fucking show.
Well, that's because Kevin Nash.
That's why Bischoff, he knows the fuck out of me anytime he goes online to give any criticism of wrestling. It's like, dude,
bro,
you
did the same.
Twice.
Bro, if you remember, he tried to do the same thing on TNA and get rid of the X.
Give me a second, y'all.
Well, that's because Bischoff. Had his nose firmly up Kevin Nash's ass. Pause.
He was lucky.
All up in the booth.
Eric Bischoff was lucky. Basically, he was the right guy at the right place at the right time, and because when he even pitched Nitro, he didn't actually think Ted Turner was going to do it. Ted was like, Eric, what should we do to beat WWF? And
give me Monday nights.
Right, and he was like, done, and he didn't actually think it would happen. So.
No, but the funniest Eric Bischoff story was that Kevin Nash and Scott Hall locked him in the closet when he fired Six Pac, until he hired Six Pac back, and then he finally locked the closet.
Why you call him Six Pac?
Because X Pac was a WWF trademark.
Yeah, that was a WCW name.
Six Pac.
That was a WCW name.
Yeah, that was his name, Six Pac. That's what they called him. Or Six.
No, he was just six. He was just six.
They called him Six Pac sometimes.
Oh.
And personally, at that time, X Pac, the dude deserved to be fired. I mean, he was never a draw.
Damn.
He was no shade, but he wasn't.
He had boys. He had Nash. He had Hall. He had Hogan.
Yeah, he was part of the club.
He's part of the
That
club.
is the only reason why.
That's the word he had. Right. As a matter of fact, he's the originator. He's the originator of the term known as X-Pac heat. Where people were just like, there's good heel heat, and then there's like, I'm tired of seeing this dude. And you just turn the fucking channel. That's X-Pac.
And I never really understood it either. Like I like Pac. I liked X-Pac. Remember when he was the number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship? Like
no,
the WWF Championship, as a matter of fact.
Or you know why
people I think what it was, I think what it was, looking back at it, because as a kid I liked them too. I didn't dislike them, but just putting myself in the shoes of like a middle-aged or adult person back then, if you go back and look at the Monday Night Wars from beginning to end, you can't say this about many people. From the beginning of the war until the end of the war, Pac was always in the mix. He was always in some story. There was never a period of time he was like on break. Like first, it was shit with Razor, right? Where he was teaming with Razor. Okay,
Who was the 1, 2, 3 kid?
right. He was the 1, 2, 3 kid. Okay, then the curtain call happened, and then he left. Then he joined WCW and was the 6th member, and then he was Cruiserweight champion, and he was part of Wolfpack. Then he got shit WF. Then he was part of the DX, and again, I was fine with this because that the version of Triple H, China, 6, the New Age Outlaws, for me, that'll always be the best version of DX. I don't care what anybody says. So he was doing that. That was in '98. Then that ran his course. Triple H turned heel. Then, if you remember, they did the thing where remember when he was teaming with Kane? Remember it was Kane and Pac, and Kane was dating Tori. What was it? Was the chick's name Tori?
But he was cool.
doing
He
that.
was still cool.
The funniest part about that tag team was when Kane had that voice box. The Rock imitated him. He's like, "My name is Kane."
Right.
No, the reason why
Then Triple H turned heel again, and they did the McMahon-Helmsley regime, and then they kind of reunited DX as the heel. Then that ran his course, and he was doing the whole 6. What was it? The X Factor. Well, Justin.
Yeah, the X Factor.
He was always in the mix.
That's why they hated X-Pac with that stupid theme song.
That dance sounded more pussy than NSYNC.
Why in the fuck did you put in Papa Roach?
No, it wasn't Papa
That
Roach.
wasn't Papa Roach. That
It
was
wasn't Papa Roach.
It was
I'm
called
pretty sure it was Papa Roach.
No, it
The
was
guy-
written by Uncle Cracker.
Oh, Cracker. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, good lord. That group was dead on arrival, honestly.
That was a
That was
group?
dead.
I thought that was only one person.
Yeah.
Nah,
That-
it was
that-
no.
Just Incredible and Albert. It was
That
a
I
fact
thought
group.
they were talking
dead.
about Uncle Cracker.
Nah,
Yeah,
the
they
theme
were
song.
on. They were.
group was
This
called
is
Uncle
how low they
Cracker.
were. They weren't even on fucking Heat. They were on Jacked.
The
That's what they were
faction
on.
was dead the second that you
No,
heard
yo,
that theme song.
remember, hold on, Black Star. I was gonna say, remember when he was in X Factor, he was definitely popping. Remember, he was like a double champion, wasn't he? He had the
Yeah, he
cruiserweight
was.
and the lightweight belt.
Like, wait, yeah.
Yeah,
That
but
was
let's
the
Yeah,
see.
but that was his
2010.
ceiling, though.
Those were prop titles, and it
And
really,
plus, that was his ceiling. He wasn't even good enough to win the IC belt.
yeah. Like his best match he ever had was against Bret Hart, and Bret Hart had to carry him that whole time.
No, the best match he had was against Shawn Michaels, and that was it.
Oh, I thought
No,
you were gonna
you
say
don't.
Shane.
You don't
I
remember
thought you were
when he
gonna say the
challenged for the
Shane McMahon
WWE
match.
title?
X-Pac had a few really good matches. What about the match between him and Eddie Guerrero at Sold Out?
That faction was
Yeah,
dead the
man.
second that you heard the theme song. Like, are you doing
Oh,
with that?
I know what you're talking about. But you know what? I think NWO they fucked that pay-per-view up, unfortunately.
What paper?
Yeah, the
Because it was an
pay-per-view was
NWO
It was a
pay-per-view.
cool concept.
It was an
it was a
NWO
cool
pay-per-view.
concept.
Of
It's-
course, it was fucked
Yeah,
up.
I love the concept of it, but it was never going to work during that era because
funniest-
kayfabe was still real back then. So the idea of
funniest
fans
part-
paying to see bad guys, that's not going to work.
The funniest part about that entire pay-per-view was the ring announcer during WCW wrestlers. They're like, loser.
But I will give it up. That ladder match between Eddie Guerrero, that gave Eddie Guerrero his opportunity to showcase himself.
Speaking of Eddie Guerrero, yesterday was the 18th anniversary of his passing.
Are
Man,
you
yeah,
fucking
dude.
serious?
Yeah,
I'm dead ass, man. 18 years.
That's
it's
so
been
fucked up.
18 years.
Rest in peace,
Man,
Eddie.
the fact that you say that, now I gotta look at Vicky Guerrero's photos, man. God damn.
She fucking
Fuck
sucks.
that,
Who gives a
man.
fuck?
Fuck that
She
bitch.
got
Oh yeah,
canceled,
I
if I
know why
recall,
R
so
feels
she
that
never did
way.
come back.
I understand why.
Speaking of people who suck, James Harden, my God. What the fuck?
Speaking
What
of
the
which,
fuck happened?
did they ever find out about what happened to her daughter? Is it true? Is it
According to Chavo, it's true.
Basically, she made the
I don't
statement. Basically, Vicky was basically like, "Yo, my daughter's crazy." This was a while back, like I think it's like sometime last year, right? But that Vicky made a statement.
Yeah,
She was
it was
basically
like,
saying
yeah.
like, "My daughter's crazy. I've disowned her." And then the other daughter, Shaw Guerrero, the one who used to be a wrestler but stopped wrestling.
Yeah.
she basically made a neutral statement where she confirmed that an incident did happen, but she also said that because the daughter that was accusing the father-in-law of sexually assaulting her, that daughter was basically saying that the family has disowned her and that they were not giving her any support. Shaw Guerrero said that's not true. That family was trying to support her. She just chose not to take the support. And basically, she's just saying that honestly, and I hate to say it, the impression I got is that Eddie was the glue of the family. They didn't like Vicky. Nobody liked Vicky. They tolerated
They
her
still don't like
because that was
Vicky.
Eddie's wife. And then
No,
after Eddie died, it was like the wheels, because as I understand it, Chavo and Vicky, they don't talk either.
man,
So
nobody was the same when Eddie died. Honestly,
That's what led to Benoit's death.
Man,
right.
man, let's be honest. As soon as Eddie died,
Man, fuck Benoit too. You know how I feel
no,
about Benoit.
no. Here's the thing. I think even if, gosh, I don't even want to think this way, but with the pace that Benoit was going, I wouldn't have been surprised if it would have been a triple murder, and
Now, but if you
it would have been Eddie Guerrero laying right beside them. I think
but
he
if you
was
think
that
about it,
good.
but if you think about it, and I always thought this, the good angel on Chris's shoulder was always Eddie.
Yeah, but I honestly think
Here's my thing, though. I don't know if you guys
Benoit
seen the
was
video.
so messed up that he might have hurt Eddie Guerrero if he was alive.
Now he
Here's
would never
the thing,
touch.
right? Here's the
Eddie.
thing. I think, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be Jesus. I'm not trying to make fun of everybody or anybody, I should say. I don't know if you guys seen the video that I did from way before. Like I think I did it like a couple of years ago. Matter of fact, yeah, I did it a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Oh, I
About,
know where you're going with this. I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah. There's like I'm really not trying to be funny because I just find it peculiar how he just changed like that, how Chris Benoit just changed. And even this dude Eddie's excuse me, even this dude Chavo said he was acting like a grieving widow. What's the other word he was saying? Well, basically that's what he said. He was acting like a
Yeah,
grieving
they
widow.
mentioned that he
Dark
mentioned that
side
in
of
the
the
dark
ring.
side, right?
Yo,
Because of
real,
like a loved one died, right?
And
quick.
he would cry uncontrollably with the pillow in between his legs, like you know. And I'm like I said, I'm not trying to make fun of anybody or everybody at all. I just find it peculiar, like that. This is the type of symptoms he was having after this dude had you know what I mean passed. What may have you. Then to the point where you not only from a full member, yeah, we all know he took his family out, but before he did that, he was acting distant towards them. Remember, they were saying that outside of the ring also. He was acting cold towards them after Eddie had died. Like it was like
For
he didn't
me,
want
man,
nothing to do with it.
for me, the unfortunate thing is so unfortunate, but you know, a lot of times in life, you got to have guinea pigs. You know, you have to look at something done wrong for other people to be like, "Yo, like this is messy. We can handle this better." I hate
That
to
was kind
say
of
it,
like
and,
that.
I think Eddie and Chris, at the end of the day, they both killed themselves. The wrestling business killed them both because the big takeaway that I take from both Eddie and Chris was that you got to have a plan B. They dedicated their entire life to professional wrestling, but you got to have something else. They didn't have anything else, and because they
That
didn't
was
have
kind of
anything
like
else, they didn't take breaks, and because they didn't take breaks, their body just broke down. You know,
that was
and
kind of like that.
also when you go through tragedy in real life, you gotta mourn. They mentioned that in the dark side. After Eddie died, WWE they did like a tour to the UK, if I recall correctly. Like the very next day, like after Eddie's funeral, they all got in the plane. And so Chris didn't go through that. Like, man, like let me like nah, bro. Like if you just lost someone that you saw like a brother, like take a few weeks off, you know. But he kept wrestling because that's all he knew how to do. You know, you got to have a plan B. You got to have something else to do. That's one thing I do like about wrestling today. A lot of wrestlers today have plan Bs, plan Cs. You gotta have other shit.
A Kentucky player and a Kansas player was about to get into a little bit of a fight, and there was a fight that happened earlier tonight. But Draymond Green and Rudy Gobert, with Draymond Green fucking rear naked choking Rudy Gobert to the ground.
I love watching sports fights.
like he put a Khabib Nurmagomedov on Conor McGregor. Like, oh shit. So Draymond's about to get suspended for at least say about like 5 games after what happened tonight.
Who, Draymond Green?
Yeah, Draymond's about to get suspended.
Who, he's fighting again?
Yeah, he just fought Rudy Gobert. He's just rear naked choked Rudy Gobert.
Yo, that dude is fucking crazy, yo. Something's wrong with Draymond Green. I see this guy.
That man should be in the UFC or some shit. Good lord.
He always fighting somebody.
I'll find the video and send it to you, Sam, man.
No, put that man in the ring or some shit.
I wish he would come back so he can punch Jordan Poole in the face because he needs an ass whooping.
He already whooped Jordan Poole's ass.
Well, he ain't learned his lesson because he gotten worse in Washington. He needs his ass whooped.
Who's gonna whoop his ass on Washington? No one's that crazy.
But he's a dumbass, man. He really got a Bronx chick thinking that she's the baddest thing in the world. Why would you give her $500,000 just to go on a date with a chick from the Bronx that you can just get?
What the hell? Like, what you saying?
He gave her $500,000.
Bronx chick thinking she's the baddest in the world. So in the Bronx, he can't feel that way.
Not no Ice Spice.
No, hold up. He gave her. He paid $500,000 for a date.
Yes.
For who?
And Cameron and Mason. Ice Spice.
Look, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I never talk about modern music, but I gotta say this. I fell down the Ice Spice rabbit hole last week, and because we didn't have shows last week, this is my first time saying this live on air. Listen, I'm not gonna judge anybody for any talent they have, but I hate it when people who are one thing identify themselves as something else. Like, dude, she's just a fucking exotic dancer / stripper. Like, if you want to be a fucking stripper, just be a stripper. Don't call yourself a singer or a rapper or a performer.
But that's how most of these chicks are, especially nowadays when it comes to music.
Bro, that's what these female rappers are. They're basically, if you got a big ass and some titties, you're a rapper. Yeah. That's what it is.
Damn drill rapper talk about
if you put Jordan Poole on any team in the 90s, Jordan Poole would have died a long time ago.
Man, look here. They gave Jordan Poole that
fucking season.
I don't know how Golden State even gave him $180 million contract to begin with.
Imagine you putting Jordan Poole on the Golden State Warriors in the 90s, back when they had Latrell Sprewell. Latrell Sprewell would have killed him. He would have died.
Half of these basketball players wouldn't even be in the NBA. That's how garbage they are. And yet they're getting paid $100.
We got the birthday boy in the house.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it
was good, buddy.
It was on Thursday, man. I was lit.
You was lit, or was you butter lit? Was you butter lit?
I was whatever that is. I might have been it. Yeah.
Yo, I can't believe I'm saying this, but oh man, Zoe Stark is starting to grow on me.
Wow, you're just fucking horny.
You just late to the party.
I mean, her as a wrestler is starting to grow on.
She look like the Grinch.
Bro, you late to the
Zoe can get in a dark room now.
did.
Don't make believe. She can get in a dark room for sure.
She can get in the dark room.
Man, you just late to the party. I've been said Zoe Stark is
Oh, come on, Sam, man. You know what I'm talking about. Every guy knows what I'm talking about. We've all met a girl that can get in a dark room.
Bag over there.
Of course. That's why I'm laughing. Like hey man, we all took one for the team a time or two.
Hey,
bag over there.
Can we say this? At least she looked better than Charlotte.
But
Yeah,
come on,
She's getting
good
more
luck.
ring than Charlotte. Fuck out
speaking
of
of
here.
people,
Man, look.
speaking of people who suck, Scott, how about your Giants?
Oh God, I knew he was going
Harriet
there.
Tubman looks better than Charlotte.
I
Oh,
knew he was
wow.
going there. Good Lord.
Fuck the
Speaking of
Giants right now.
she's a terrible sell, by the
How
way.
the how
She
the
can't
fuck?
even she couldn't even sell that ass whooping on SmackDown last week. Good
First
Lord.
off,
Who Charlotte? Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You talking
I-
about Chuck?
I like how WWE went full racial with the all Japanese team.
Not really.
Sane-
Barely
Kaintai.
Japanese.
Kyrie Sane's elbow is the best elbow in wrestling.
Yeah,
I
I
posted
can't
that.
wait for the segment. I can't wait for the segment where they kidnap someone. Choppy TT.
Mm.
Because
Oh
PT won't work.
Oh my
They
God.
they just gonna start screaming in Japanese. That's
Who
gonna
gonna
be so
speak for him? Do any of them speak English? Who gonna be speaking?
Very,
Who gonna be the
very
talker?
That's
bad
funny.
English.
I
Very
think that's
bad
the only
English.
reason why they would damage control. That's a funny thing. Because if they spoke
Kyrie,
English very well, they wouldn't be with damage control.
Dakota
actually,
and
Io
Bailey
Sky-
would do the speaking.
actually, Io Sky is probably the best one when it comes to English
It's
wrestling.
going to be Dakota and Bailey. Those are the ones that are going to do the talking.
Honestly, Sheeta from AEW, her English is very good. She speaks
Really?
very good.
Yeah, she
and,
did. She do.
yeah. And
Shit,
that other
This
chick,
is
the
my
one they're
thing.
trying to
I ain't
get.
gonna lie. This is my thing with wrestling as a whole. I swear, wrestling as a whole is so fucking racist. Because it's like, just because you're Japanese don't mean you gotta know karate. Like,
Welcome to you just
It's
realized
just ages. That's how
like
you
motherfuckers,
are.
yo, that's the thing. Like motherfuckers always talking about, oh, when it comes to black wrestlers, you always gotta be
Kung Fu
break
Naki.
dancers and pimps. But the Japanese go through the stereotypes too. Every Japanese motherfucker gotta be, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind Akira Tozawa down with Alpha Academy.
Bro,
Because
they
at least
had
he's not
Akira
trying to
Tozawa.
fucking ninja
Bro, they had
What's
Akira.
funny about that, Sandman, is that
They had
people have
Akira
complained for
Tozawa because
years.
of a ninja, bro. Come on.
Right.
Now.
What's funny about that, Sam,
Yeah,
is
they
people
sure
have
did.
complained
That
for
was
years
racist
that
as
in
fuck.
WWE they pair all the black wrestlers together, and it's like, okay, so people are complaining about the Street Profits of Lashley, but no one's saying the LWO has all the Latinos that are putting all the Japanese folks together.
Yeah.
The most racist thing I ever seen in a wrestling ring was when DX did blackface to the nation.
Oh,
well.
I think that's not even on the. I don't think that's on Peacock. I think that's removed. I believe
It's
that's
not on Peacock at all. You can barely. It's barely on YouTube. Like you can't even see that shit. That segment was fucking. The dude that played Owen Hart was funny as fuck.
The most racist segment was when they was dressed up as the Ku Klux Klan and hang Virgil.
Oh yeah, that was
wow, you took it back with that one. You took it back with that one.
How did they get away with that?
That was the Anvil that did that, right? That was Anvil that did that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did they get away with that? That's crazy. Wrestling was wild back then.
You know what? I want to talk about that
was at a premium.
Also want to talk about this also. I want to like why is like every single chick that leave wrestling, that's the first thing they go to is OnlyFans. Like, yo, y'all bitches don't want to fucking have a regular job or something? Like, y'all don't have no skills? You know what I mean? The first thing y'all think about doing is pulling down your pants?
Man, when you've been making thousands and millions of dollars in one place, do you really want to go back down to minimum wage?
Yo, Sandman, you gotta do it like Jim Carrey. Slut.
Yeah, no. What are we doing here? And it's like, you don't have to be minimum wage. You know, you could. I don't know. It's like, yo, that's like the first thing. Yo, you sound crazy in the background.
Yeah, but if you really need to be OnlyFans after wrestling, how much were you really getting paid in WWE?
Now, the question you need to be asking, not necessarily is
There's
why.
the first thing they think of. Oh, you know what? I got fired or I left wrestling. I'm just gonna take off my clothes now. Like, damn, like,
nah, bro, you're
asking
the wrong question.
Oh, my bad. I'm in the great.
You don't need to be asking why they're doing that. You need to be asking who the fuck's paying for this shit. That's the problem.
Man.
You'd be surprised. A bunch of
wrestlers that these motherfuckers got Cheeto crushed on their fingertips.
These
and
weird ass
fucking
censors paying for it. These weird ass
yeah, like
censors.
their parents. These dudes was like 30 years old, 35 years old, still living in their mom's house.
Man,
Only
All
they
right,
had
paying
what
one
for
you
girlfriend
what
their
you
whole
call them
life.
again? What you
paying
call
for
them
bra
again?
and panty sets. They wearing the bra and
Wrest-
panty sets, man.
Wrestling
That's
nerds
Mm.
love.
Cause it's really be like, cause you understand, like I do be saying like, oh damn, not all of us is like that. Cause wrestlers think we're all like that, and we're not.
They
But there's
Right.
motherfuckers actually out there like that. Like these
they
dudes like 35 years old,
they
living in
paying to
your
watch them
mom's
put on
basement
Fashion
for real,
Nova.
for real.
Bro, listen. You know how you know fans is fucking weird, man. If they not paying to see
Man, they paid the
real
hug on that
fans.
fat bitch. What was her name? Sunny. Come on now.
Oh,
Speaking
And
of
speaking of
Sunny,
her,
I'm so glad
speaking
you
of
brought
Sunny
that up.
25.
Yo,
Perfect
Joe, I
segue.
told you this too. She got 25 to life in prison, man.
hey,
She got life.
congratulations.
Nah, she ain't get sentenced yet.
25
The
to life.
sentencing is in I
It's
think
after
next week.
Thanksgiving. It's after
Yeah, I think
Thanksgiving. I don't know
Thanksgiving. Yeah,
how much is
that's what
left.
she could be facing. That's what she could
I
be
like that.
facing, but she ain't get sentenced yet.
I
She
like
about to
that
get.
for her.
She about
She
to get the
need
full 20.
to. She need to get that.
She's about to get the
Seriously.
full 20 because she needs to go to jail for
Yeah,
any
she
burial
needs to get the
sometime.
fuck up out of here. Like seriously, because you killed the person and you laughing about this shit. Get your bozo ass the fuck up out of here.
Put
Just
that
get the full
woman
20,
in
man.
jail. Put her
Jesus.
in jail immediately.
Word ballet, this fucking weirdo. I'm not surprised about that too. I'm not surprised about that. Matt Riddle want to do OnlyFans. What
That's
do you
what I
want to
kept
put?
telling people. That's
I
what I
mean,
was trying
Matt
to tell
Riddle,
John. I was talking to John today, and he was like, "Oh, Riddle's going to be in AEW." I said, "Bro, you're not hearing
no,
me."
he's
I'm like, "No,
not.
Riddle's not going to be in wrestling at all. This dude's going to be on fucking Pornhub very soon."
I
What I
mean, Matt
heard,
This
Riddle,
dude is
Oh,
a
Matt
actually,
fucking
Riddle's girl,
incubus. He's an
bro, Matt
incubus.
Riddle's girlfriend is a porn
actually,
star, so of course he
apparently
is.
he's on Blazers. That's what I heard.
what I
I don't
heard,
know what
I
to
can see
do.
that. I can see that. Yeah.
I mean, his
what I
Oh,
heard
I
girlfriend
is
is
heard
a
he
that
got a
porn
new
star, so
strain
why
though.
not?
I ain't gonna lie. I want to try a strain. I do want to try a strain. That shit might have a
it's
motherfucker want to
laced,
fuck your
it's
wife for
laced with
hours.
PC, like it's laced with PCP. Come on now,
He
you should
doing,
be.
he
Today's the
doing.
PCP.
I know he got a weed. I know he got a weed sponsorship somewhere now.
And
Yeah,
it's
he got a
laced with
strain. It's called I forgot the name
Yeah.
of it, but he got a strain now.
his
He
strain is
got a
called.
strain out. Ric Flair got a strain out. All these
His strain is
motherfuckers is
called.
coming out. Either they coming out with strains or they taking off their
Kevin Nash
clothes
got a
nowadays.
Yo,
It's
Sandman.
one or
Kevin
the
Nash
Yo,
got a
other.
Sandman.
strain.
Yo, Sandman. Matt Riddle's strain is gonna be called "God Help Me."
And just to be
Hey,
clear, I
dude,
don't want people to think that I'm shitting on Riddle. Like, if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. But I'm gonna call him a fucking idiot because if that's what you want to do, why are you wrestling for past tense? Why were you wrestling with such a mainstream company? Like you shouldn't be doing shit like that. Like if that was your whatever, bro. He's not a very smart person. I wish him the best
He
in
probably
his
did that
future.
just to build his fan base, and then now he goes to his sexual escapades. He'll have
isn't
more
he,
of a fan base to see what the fuck he
Man,
doing over there.
So
man?
the ladies is supposed to buy it.
Man, his
Damn, Mark, why
girl's
you
a
have to say
porn
it like
star.
that? That's
Don't
kind of
do it.
fucked up.
Kentucky's getting good. 60 to 56. Start of the second half.
Man,
Oh,
As
what about
Kansas
the
is on a
Knicks?
run.
Are you see
Yo,
these
what
Knicks
first of
lately?
all, what the fuck is up with the Giants? Yo, Giants, New York, all these motherfuckers, just put them on an island somewhere and have them just do whatever with their lives.
oh
I
my
guarantee
god.
We ain't worried about the Giants no more. Let's talk about the Knicks.
the Knicks suck too. So who gives a fuck?
That's what I said. The Giants, the Knicks, both. Yo, these motherfuckers are just like, why are they getting paid?
Damn, Art.
This shit is embarrassing, yo.
You became a traitor and became a Kansas City fan.
You damn right. Yes, you damn right. I did. The fuck out of here! I'm gonna keep supporting a fucking team that don't want to get better. I'll be a
But yo,
damn fool.
there's a rumor out there that Bill Belichick is about to get fired from the Patriots and he's about to go to the Chargers.
He should have
The
been got
Chargers get
fired.
Belichick.
Belichick needs to retire.
Belichick need to retire. With he do the last time.
No. You give
Patriots haven't been good since Brady left. come
You
on.
Dude,
give
he's 70.
no, hold on.
He's 71 years old. He needs to
Hold
retire.
on. You give Bill Belichick, Justin Herbert, and that Chargers defense, and you telling me that they're not going to win 10 games a year, and they're not going to give the Chiefs a run
But
for
you
their
know what?
money through
Apparently,
AFC
you
West?
need to get fired today because you be getting 70. How you get fired and get $71 million, bro?
That's the price of doing business.
That's
Oh
why.
my
That's why
God.
Prime signed that contract. Because if he get fired, he gets the whole $100 million.
No. The dumbest the fucker in all the NFL is Al Davis' son. He is paying $80 million in fired coaches. He can't afford a big name head coach. Not in Vegas. Fuck that. You better be happy with Antonio Pierce right now and pay him about as little as humanly possible. Because, like I said, you're paying $80 million to two trash head coaches. We are in the wrong business.
What? 80 million apiece?
80
No,
million.
he has to pay
$80 million
$80 million total between the coaches he
Oh,
fired.
I was about to say, like, what does this
and
do with
his
a fucking
staff.
crackhead?
That's 10 million. That's 10 million per year. He is
Oh,
giving up
Lord.
10 million per year to John Gruden.
So 10 million for 8 years? Good Lord.
Yes,
Good Lord.
Thank you, man.
in fired coaches.
Oh my
What
God.
the fuck?
I want to know where the hell they pulling all this money out their asses for people that are not worth it.
Al Davis' son, Wells Fargo owns the Oakland Raiders at this moment because he's been late on his payments.
As soon as you said Oakland Raiders, I just tuned out.
Las Vegas
You know
Raiders.
what? They should have never left Oakland. They ain't making no money. Going to Las Vegas was a disaster.
I tell you this much right now: Vegas better
As if
sell out
Vegas
every single.
As if Vegas needs a sports team.
Well, here's the thing: Vegas do sell out.
Vegas sell every single Taylor Swift concert
Oh.
from now to 2030.
Well, here's the thing: they do sell out their football games. Unfortunately, it be the opposing teams fans that buy the tickets.
Exactly.
They don't have no They don't have no fan base in Las Vegas.
That's because Vegas don't need a sports team. They only show up to gamble and steal your money. That's it.
Because people from California drive to Vegas.
Well, they're
and root for the other team.
Well, they're neighbors, so yeah, it makes sense.
I ain't driving from no fucking Oakland, California to fucking Las Vegas to watch the Raiders lose.
It's a short drive. It's an hour away.
Hey, it's really in LA doing the same thing.
It's really a short drive. It's like Vegas and Cali are neighbors, so
it's a short drive. It's an hour away.
It's like 5. Yeah, it's like 5 from LA to there. It's like 5.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah. Like 6. Yeah.
5 hours.
No,
5 hour drive.
He's right. It's about a 5-hour drive. I've actually been there. So.
That's a hop, skip, and a jump. 5 hours is a long fucking drive.
No, LA to Vegas, but from Oakland it's like an hour.
Yeah, it's like an hour. From Oakland to Vegas, like an hour.
Okay. Yeah, so
they should have just went back to Los Angeles if they was going to do that, because the Chargers have no business in Los Angeles. I can't even.
Chargers. The Chargers
Los
are a playoff
Angeles
team.
Chargers.
You have your nerve to say that because your Giants are straight up trash. So
no, it don't sound right. They should have stayed in San Diego.
They started off in LA. They were called the LA
didn't.
Chargers back
Dynasty.
Dynasty.
Yo, check it. Dynasty asked. Yo, Dynasty asked, can we just merge the Giants and the Jets at this point? Might as fucking well. Just what do they got to lose? They have nothing to lose.
The second Aaron Rodgers got hurt, is like, this season's over.
It's to the point now where the Giants they need to put the Giants in the XFL. Fuck it. Just throw the Giants in the XFL.
Let me tell you.
Together. What is the point?
Check this out. It do fucking suck that the Giants and the Jets had to play in New Jersey. It never felt right. They should be in the fucking city, but there's no fucking room for that goddamn godforsaken city. They barely got room for the Garden. Imagine them trying to put a football team in New York City.
That's why the Yankees play in Jersey.
No, the Yankees in the Bronx. It's
Oh, they're
easy
in the
to
Bronx?
get there.
Not only
Baseball
Jersey.
stadium.
That's the Bronx.
Oh,
I used to live
baseball
right up the block from them. Right up the block from Yankee
Baseball
Stadium.
stadium is not that difficult. But when you try to build a football stadium, you got to think about the capacity for the parking lot.
No.
Yeah.
Because you thinking of, I know you're thinking of Shea Stadium. That's what you're thinking
Yeah.
about.
That's what I was thinking.
Shea Stadium.
Thinking the Mets, yeah.
Well, here's the thing: they all connect to the train, so they good. But the problem with a football team, where the fuck you gonna build it? What you gonna put Giants Stadium? You gonna put the Giants and Jets next to Co-op City near the landfill?
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
That's
No
what they were
way.
trying to do. That's what The
They
Rock was
actually
trying to do on
tried-
that show. You know that show Ballers. I think he tried to
God.
Ballers was good. Ballers was
Yeah.
a good show.
I remember
Yeah, I
towards
fuck
the
with
end there was
Ballers.
like a plot there where they
Yeah,
were like
Ballers
making a
was
new
good.
team over there in that same area. But you know that was fiction, obviously. But in real life, yeah, it's a different circumstance entirely.
Ballers is actually a good show, but good lord, they would never do that in real life.
Shit, this dude, JCD, he be like, fuck Ballers because the Rock is in it. Fuck the Rock, I can't tell him I'm dead.
I don't think Belichick's gonna be the Cowboys coach. I think that the Cowboys are trying to go after Dion.
Yo, what's up with Colorado? I heard these motherfuckers is bumming out
because they're not a good football team.
That's because Dion talked. That's because Dion talked way too much trash, and you're gonna have to cash in.
Yep, that was another thing. Dion didn't keep quiet, and his son
was writing,
and his oldest son didn't make it any better.
Do they at least show him like practicing and training at least, or they just show this dude talking shit at the press conferences?
He's the only school. This is the only school that actually allowed media into their practice facility
every
his son.
Every day.
The thing is, the rest of the college football world is like, oh, you trying to show off like y'all NFL team? We're gonna bust y'all ass, and we're not gonna beat y'all. We're gonna embarrass you every Saturday. So
it's going to get worse next year because they're going to the Big 12, and that's going to be no fucking picnic.
Actually, I thought that they sure are. They in trouble.
The Big 12 is going to be no picnic.
Before we continue on with the wrestling content, what games are going on this weekend?
Let me check real quick. Give me a second. Continue talking. Nobody talking?
I'm reading the comments
right
real
now.
quick.
I'm watching this Clippers Nuggets game. So
all right, Bengals are facing the Ravens on Thursday.
I hope Baltimore chokes with bum ass Lamar Jackson.
The Eagles are facing the Chiefs on Monday night. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
That's going to be
really.
a real good game.
All you're going to see is 5 plays out of both teams.
So what? It works. I told you, look at Tecmo Bowl. One of the best football games in the whole world. How much plays you got on Tecmo Bowl?
Sunday night's going to be interesting.
3.
Sunday night's going to be interesting. America's quarterback, Joshua Dobbs, is facing Broncos country. Let's ride.
Oh my gosh, why they keep giving us primetime games of the fucking Broncos?
Because it's Broncos country. Let's ride. Come on now.
Oh, God.
Gotta love it.
No, we don't.
Oh yeah, definitely, Henny God. Ballet is one of my snipers, so y'all already know what time it is.
And the Giants.
I gave Ballet the rifle.
Did she just boot somebody?
Have the week off. The Washington Commanders have the week off because they're facing the Giants.
Oh man.
Niners Bucks is going to be a good game.
Not really.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game.
Niners going to beat them down. Oh my God, I hate ghetto people. How you don't give me no ketchup?
You're asking for ketchup? What the fuck?
That was so random.
Ketchup for my.
You got some eats?
In
college football, there's a few interesting games. Georgia versus Tennessee. That's going to be a good game. Kansas State, Kansas. That's going to be a good game. Washington versus Oregon State. That's going to be for a spot in the Pac-12 title game. It's probably going to be the game of the week.
Okay. You know me, I'm just looking forward to the Chiefs game. But I definitely understand that sports and wrestling go hand in hand. So
who Florida State playing?
Necessary for the roundtable.
Florida State, let me check real quick. North Alabama, that's an ass whooping.
Oh, we North Alabama?
Yeah, North Alabama.
Oh, we watching them up. Whatever that is.
Not Bama. North Alabama.
We watching them up. We putting 80 on them.
On Thanksgiving.
That sounds like 80 yards?
80 points.
Florida State's good. Florida State's undefeated.
Yup, we putting 80 on them.
And then Thanksgiving week, that's going to be some great games. Thanksgiving week, Alabama, Auburn, Arizona State, Arizona.
Ooh, the Iron Bowl. War Eagle.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
I was thinking about doing that, honestly, but if I was to do that, then it would just be a solo stream because, like on Monday, especially on Monday, I'll be busy. So that would be like a solo stream, and then y'all can just chime in the chat. But I was actually thinking about that streaming on Monday. I was also thinking about streaming on like NXT, like or like streaming. Fuck is that shit again? Toph that we be watching. When my dude Alex King's a champ. I forgot the name of the shit.
Oh,
MLW.
Yeah.
MLW, yeah. Like I was thinking, like when it comes to MLW, like maybe me and this dude Toph could do like a stream, just me and him together and shit. Since we watch it, and we could just do like an hour stream. I've been having a lot of ideas in my mind, so trust and believe this shit in the works.
But
wait till next year. We're gonna do a lot of shit. It's gonna be a lot of
King. What the hell is doing with Lexington King?
Hello. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I've been having a lot of ideas in my head when it comes to this show. Like, trust and believe, I got shit in the works. Just stay tuned, especially when it comes to next year. But go ahead, y'all. Go ahead.
Survivor Series is next Saturday as well, so it's going to be a very busy weekend for me.
Yeah, well,
looking luck.
It's going to be interesting next week and this week.
Unfortunately, there's no build right now.
All the questions.
Well, I got some builds, but it's like most of the build is all about speculation, and that's why I don't like about WWE. Or matter of fact, wrestling as a whole, they be like they want to just kick back and have the fans book. No, y'all do the fucking job. Who the fuck starts take the thumb out your asshole and use it as to hold the pen?
Who saw that Tony Khan is asking for booking advice from a YouTube channel called Tranquilo Club?
Yeah, Tranquilo Club.
I thought that was funny, honestly.
Like, are you that stupid in particular?
I mean, honestly, hold on. We gotta analyze that. Wait, hold on. We gotta analyze that.
Go ahead.
Honestly, that's all wrestling promoters do. Like, you don't think they don't pay attention to us? If they don't do it, they have people they pay to do that shit. So that's not.
How I know wrestling fans. They pay attention to us, though.
Like, y'all should have an idea of what y'all are doing. Understand y'all want to give it to your fan base. Understand you want to give it to your fan base. Cool. But it's like y'all don't have no ideas at all. I mean, none.
Yeah, but I agree with that. I just want to say that the idea of a booker getting an idea from a podcast, that's not crazy. Like they have
but to ask a YouTuber, you lost a plot.
Yeah,
I mean, LA Knight. Last week on SmackDown,
the booker. You might
last week on SmackDown, they fucking asked. They fucking used one of Tope. They used one of Tope's jokes on SmackDown last week. So,
like, isn't it fair to say that, Toph, that you lost the plot? If you,
but I told people be watching this show. Like, trust and believe, people definitely watch this show.
Freaking LA Knight called Grayson Waller a creep that be still not allowed in schools, and I'm like,
Exactly.
told
And
me that
remember,
last week.
Right.
remember when we did the AEW watch party for Grand Slam? Remember when this dude on Grand Slam, this dude MJF called these dudes the Bukkake Club, whatever. I called them that first.
Yeah. I remember when like, you know, a more serious, unfortunate incident, you know, before Brody passed, you know, Brody Lee, you know, on AEW's Unrestricted podcast with Aubrey and Shivani. You know, before he died, Aubrey admitted that every week she was on the subreddit forums, going through the stuff, making sure that stuff about Brody's condition had not leaked. And when she couldn't do it, Shivani was doing it. And then when Shivani wasn't doing it, they paid somebody else off to do it. So this isn't new at all. Like wrestling promoters and companies, like they pay attention to whatever you want to call it, the IWC, YWC.
But don't you think that you lost the plot though? Like seriously, don't you think that you lost the plot?
We lost the plot years ago, bro, because WWE has writers that don't even fucking watch wrestling. So
Sure.
I'm not even sure what that even
And
means.
how much writers? It's like what, 50, 80
Right.
writers?
Exactly.
You got all these writers and all these dudes can't come up with anything, and y'all still paying these dudes? I'm doing the wrong thing in life. I should be a WWE fucking champion, as a matter of fact, because you got these motherfuckers coming in. They come in, they lose every single match, and they'll just be like, you know what? Yo, fuck your champion. Oh yeah, fuck me. Well, you're the number one contender. You're gonna fight me next week. How does that work?
No, but like what I was about to say about Rey Mysterio is that Rey Mysterio got his knife knee surgery on his left knee.
Oh, speaking of bad booking, what the fuck is Shinsuke Nakamura talking about?
Well, I got it on.
They trying to say the CM Punk tease. It might be a CM Punk tease because you know this dude Shinsuke did catch this dude Ricochet with a GTS.
I'm telling you, it could be something completely different.
I think there's also talk about Shinsuke going after Randy Orton if he come back.
It could be something.
Speaking of
I'm
Ricochet,
hearing something completely
different.
different.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let Black Star talk. Go ahead, Black Star.
I'm hearing something completely different on my end, and it's the fact that Shinsuke's contract is about to be up and he's about to retire.
He needs to.
Good for him.
He needs to. Like, he be like, because that's right. Put the title on me. The fuck.
Isn't Drew
put the title on me? He put the title on these other motherfuckers.
Yeah, Drew still has not resigned either.
Coming up too?
Right, he has not resigned. Sheamus also has not resigned. So yeah, 2024 will be a very big year. A lot of wrestlers' contracts will be expiring.
I thought Drew did resign.
No,
yeah, that's what I was hearing. That Drew resigned already.
No, he did not resign. No,
really,
he has not.
Huh.
No.
That's probably why he didn't win those major titles because he's not secured a contract.
Right, exactly. Because if you're
they're not taking that belt off for this dude Seth right now. I'm telling
you, they're not gonna put the belt on someone that hasn't resigned anyway. So what they're trying to do is what they're trying to do with the whole Drew thing is they're giving him a renewed push in hopes of enticing him to resign. That's what's happening.
They're trying to buy time. That's what they're trying to do.
So they do that.
Speaking of, is he Rhea Ripley's new bitch?
Short answer, yes. Long answer, hell yes.
Drew McIntyre, Rhea Ripley's new bitch.
Man, listen.
You know, honestly,
answer is yes.
Short answer is yes. Is not joining the judgment.
Hey, you know what?
The Judgment Day
if Drew McIntyre is clapping them cheeks, Buddy Matthews ain't got no win in that fight. Drew would beat the shit out of Buddy Matthews.
Man, Buddy Matthews has got to be feeling like a simp right now because I'm
pretty sure Drew's married. I'm pretty sure he is.
He already.
He's not married. I don't think he's married.
They already married.
So was Batista, and he still clapped Melina.
That's Melina.
Was he married? Was Batista Tisa married at that time? I don't know.
That's Melina. That's a huge
married
difference.
to somebody
Wait,
else.
yeah, he was married because funny. This goes back to what TKO said. He was married because I remember reading his book. When Eddie died, the first thing he did was he cried, and his wife had to help him get up because he was so grief stricken. So yes, he was married. He was. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
he wasn't
Melina.
that too. He wasn't that grief stricken when he was clapping cheeks 3 weeks later.
That's Melina. That's Melina, though.
Yeah, Ballet said Drew is married. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Drew McIntyre is married. That's cool.
The Lakers are up 20 in the second quarter. 62-42.
Did Street Clothes come back?
They fucking suck.
They didn't want to. Who they going against tonight?
The Grizzlies. They suck.
Go to Grizzlies.
Hey, I think I did it right. All I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
Fucking Giants. I'm telling you, the Giants are to go to XFL. Fuck it.
Hey, give it time. Give it time. The Cowboys are gonna break your heart sooner or later. It's coming.
The fuck.
It's coming.
Man, for the Cowboys to break.
Speaking of people who fucking suck, what the fuck happened to James Harden? Like literally, what the fuck happened to him?
Man, tell me.
Nothing happened to James Harden. He's not. James Harden. James
Harden is fucking cursed. That dude is. I'm telling you, like the last show I said, he's cursed.
He ain't cursed.
He's like the Don Mattingly of basketball.
He ain't
James Harden.
cursed.
I love Don Mattingly. But Don Mattingly was fucking cursed.
James Harden literally picked strippers over winning a championship.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
James Harden don't care about basketball. He's the worst teammate you could ever have.
Yeah, does anybody else watch that YouTube clip of Michael Jordan saying he takes shit personally? I find that clip hilarious. I watch it like once a week. I don't know why. I find it funny.
That video will always be forever funny. He takes it personal.
Jordan is the
When
most.
started, I took it personally.
Jordan is the most ruthless competitor of all time.
No, actually, Jordan said that Kobe Bryant was more ruthless than Jordan.
Nah. The second
This
that you
dude,
slap Steve Kerr for not practicing, the second that you slap Steve Kerr,
Isaiah Thomas, that motherfucker was ruthless.
No.
Jordan said Kobe is the hardest.
Remember Joe Dumars? He was an animal.
Isaiah Thomas still hate Michael Jordan to this day.
No, the second that Jordan pimp slapped Steve Kerr for not practicing hard enough, that's what you do. That's what you do. Jordan takes that shit way too seriously.
No. You forget. No, he tried that shit with Bill Cartwright, and Bill Cartwright walked up to him. He's like, if you disrespect me like that ever again, you won't be able to play NBA ever again because I'm gonna break both your fucking legs.
He knew who to pick on.
He said that after getting slapped.
No. Jordan tried that shit with Bill Cartwright, and Bill Cartwright said,
okay.
And Bill Cartwright said, and if you run up on in my face like that ever again, I'm gonna break both your fucking legs and you won't have a career.
Jordan literally bullied what's that dude's name? Former number 1 pick. Sucks ass.
You talking about tall dude. Name starts with a K.
Coach.
Like on the Wizards. He used to be on the Wizards.
Kwame Brown. You talking about
Kwame, yeah, there you go.
But I'll tell you,
oh God.
Jordan literally bullied Kwame Brown into being a bust.
But I'll tell you this, Jordan met the right.
This dude, I don't know if y'all know about like the whole dirty sector or whatever. Kwame Brown is like one of the kings of the dirty sector of YouTube. Like, when it comes to your like Hassan Campbell's and all them. I know you know about Hassan Campbell and like
my ex is over there.
Huh?
Actually, I thought Kwame Brown do call out some real shit though. Like he talks about the community and acting better, but I want to get your intake on the dirty section of YouTube. What he be doing?
Man, look, he like He beat he used to beef with Hassan Campbell. He used to beef with what's his dude name again?
Everybody beef
Gilbert
with Hassan
Arenas.
Campbell. Everybody beef with Hassan
To
Campbell.
me,
Yeah,
to me, it's too late. But anyways, I remember this story about Jordan. I remember when he was guarding Muggsy Bogues during a playoff game in '93. I think it was like a game 5. Or no.
That was
It
my
was a
dude,
game,
Muggsy Bogues.
I think it was a
Mighty
game
Mouse.
4. I think it was a game 4, and Jordan backed off from Muggsy. And Muggsy kind of looked at him going like, "You're going to let me take this shot?" And Jordan turned, looked at Pippen. I think he looked at Horace Grant and said, "He's a fucking midget. Let him shoot."
How you remember this though? Like, how old are you, Black Star? If you
36.
don't mind me asking.
I'm
No,
36.
let me tell you, Jordan did some.
Oh
fucked
yeah,
up
okay, that
shit.
makes sense.
Jordan used to go up to players and be like, no. This is what Jordan did. Jordan scored 40 points, but he started counting down from 40 all the way to 0. He was that fucking ruthless.
Jordan is the most ruthless man I ever seen in my entire life.
Jordan said the only person that he couldn't trash talk was Larry Bird, because Larry Bird was a fucking savage.
He would equal.
Because he's one of the goats too, and a lot of motherfuckers don't be saying that shit. Like Larry Bird is definitely one of the goats.
Speaking of that, I got to get this out of my system. My first time saying it here.
Go ahead.
Yo, HBO, man. HBO, Max, Warner, whoever the fuck's in charge up there, man. How the fuck y'all going to cancel Winning Time, but then greenlight Velma season 2? Fuck you guys. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
That's a Winning Time?
That was the Lakers story, right?
Yeah.
Winning Time. Yeah, that was
and you can tell,
Magic
right?
Johnson story and shit.
Right. So the word was that they found out like basically towards the end of filming that it's looking like you guys probably are not going to get renewed. Now, of course, there's always a chance that someone else could pick them up. I really like that show, and you could tell how rushed this shit was because y'all seen this before, right? You know how like you're watching a show or a movie, and then it has like the rushed montage at the end where it's like so and so went on to do this and so and so went on to do that, like it came out of completely out of nowhere, and I was like, wait, what? Yeah, so yeah,
when they show like, okay, this is what happened to all in particular characters, like what happened to the particular characters in the years to come.
I remember when Larry Bird was in a 3-point contest. Well, I don't remember it, but it was a story that Larry Bird told. Like he was in a 3-point contest and he walked into the locker room, looked at everybody and said, "So who's coming in second?" Because he knew he was going to win.
And then bust their ass in his warm-up jacket. He didn't even take
bust
it
their ass
off.
in the warm jacket.
Word. I'm telling you, B, a lot of motherfuckers don't talk about Larry Bird, man. Larry Bird is one of the greatest suits. Like this dude was a beast around the time when the NBA was its most ruthless, and his shape-up stayed in place.
And the funny thing is, when he turned pro, all the black players was like, "Yo, who this fucking slow ass white boy?" And then when he started playing, they was like, "Oh shit, this motherfucker can play."
That white boy would shoot your eyes out. He would shoot your eyes out.
It was
Barkley
called. It wasn't even.
Hold on, wait. Let's not get too deep into this pause, because remember, this is still a wrestling show. Still a wrestling show. Let's get back to the wrestling.
All right. So we start
now. What I want to talk about is AEW. The shift gears to AEW. I still see people complaining about the Santana and this dude feud. You know what I mean? On being on Rampage, and I'm like, Rampage got to have something. You know what I mean? Like Rampage is practically unwatchable. There's nothing going on. At least they got that going on.
Yo, Sam, man, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question real quick. In tomorrow's 6-man, if tomorrow's 6-man tag, if Big Show gets the pin, what?
Yeah, you know what?
What are you
fucking
my!
Fucking even jinxing that shit.
Hey, R, what if they say that Big Show's going for the TNT title?
What if I was to sit your ass down?
Do you even get a rub for beating the Big Show in 2023?
You was a mess. Who y'all think is the devil though? Be like, you know what I mean? You said I heard CM Punk. I heard well, I said Jack Perry. I heard this dude himself, MJF. I heard Kyle O'Reilly. Who are the ideas? What other ideas you guys have?
Well, I said Kyle O'Reilly, but
Yeah, no, I think no. I thought Scott said Kyle O'Reilly.
No, I said
You
Kyle
know what?
O'Reilly.
They're really thinking about pushing Swerve to the next level.
I like that idea because Swerve is probably the best. It's probably taking over for Christian as the best heel in AEW.
Yeah, right now that's like the only thing other than the Christian and Edge beef that's cooking right now on AEW. AEW really don't have anything right now.
And I didn't know his theme music went that fucking hard.
It's that dude Prince Nana.
Hey, Prince Nana doing that dance. That shit is funny as hell.
So I was going to Prince Nana, man. Like he's like the Flavor Flav to this dude Swerve Strickland.
And you know what, R? If TKO wants AEW to stand out, how about you do put a title on a black guy? Because all your champions been white.
That's not gonna make him stand out.
Yes, it will.
That's definitely happening in 2024. I think
nothing else.
Yeah, Swerve is definitely gonna win the belt. He's gonna be a international
Swerve better be
champ.
champ. Swerve better be champ, or I'm gonna go off.
He's gonna be international champion. I'm not worried about that.
No.
Look,
He
Ali
needs to go.
loved Prince Nana.
He got to go world title or nothing at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's definitely happened in 2024. He's going to be AEW champion at some point in 2024. For sure.
You think so? You know what was the crazy thing? I thought Keith Lee was going to be the first black AEW champion.
Not
Jesus
when you dress.
Christ,
Not when you dress.
Keith Lee's
Not
uncle.
when you dress. Not when you dress up
Well,
as a
his
wizard
health,
from
man.
Dungeon.
We'll never
not
know
when
what
you-
happened with him because of his health.
Now we
Not
look
when
like a
you-
little man.
we was
Not
talking
when
about
Keith
that.
Lee dressed.
in the
Not when
council on
Keith Lee dressed
Facebook.
up as a wizard.
Speaking
from
of that,
Dungeons and Dragons.
speaking of that, I'm glad you
like a
brought that
wizard.
up because I sent the voice clip over. I sent the voice clip on our little private group. So I'm gonna let me cook on this. This is just holy shit, dude. I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna make this as quick as I possibly can.
Take your time,
The
brother.
Samoa Joe Keith Lee thing, like Jesus fucking Christ, like this is one of the dumbest shits it's not the dumbest thing, but it's one of the dumbest things I've seen in a year. Okay,
It's about
first
10
and
years too late.
foremost, Samoa Joe and Keith Lee had a competitive back and forth match on Dynamite, but the fucking vitriol that you see on social media, you would think that Joe fucking buried him in like 2 minutes. It was a competitive back and forth match. Secondly,
Let him cook.
Secondly, when Joe beat Keith, it wasn't like Keith tapped out. He passed out. If you watch professional wrestling, you know passing out is a way of protecting wrestlers. We've seen Joe tap out many people before. He didn't tap out Keith. Keith passed out. There's a difference. Thirdly, I thought that a lot of people here would be smarter to see exactly what the story is. You know, Joe's a TNA guy. Option C, he's giving up a useless belt to go after another belt that actually means something. You don't care about the Ring of Honor TV Championship. Most people don't even care about Ring of Honor in general. If Keith Lee had beaten Samoa Joe, you'd be complaining and say, okay, he's the Ring of Honor champion. What does that really mean? Nothing. It doesn't mean anything. And the last piece of the puzzle that I have to say, you can say a lot of dumb shit about Tony Khan. You can say a lot of dumb shit about AEW. But to his credit, one of the things that they've been very good at is they've been very good at keeping Joe in the background, right? Like that's a big criticism you hear about AEW, right? Someone appears on TV, they have a match, they lose, they disappear for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, right? MJF beat Joe. We were watching it live, Sam, and we were watching the show. We had a live stream as it happened. Did Joe?
Yeah, we had a great time watching it.
Did Joe disappear after losing? No,
he didn't.
He was appearing on Rampage. He was appearing on Collision. He's appearing on Dynamite. And every time this dude appears, whether it's a segment or a vignette or a match, he basically says, yo, Max, this between you and me, it's not over. We're not done. We're going to have a rematch. And they've done a great job because MJF has all these other stories going on. Like you got the stuff with, Adam Cole's hurt. the stuff with Bullet Club Gold, the stuff with the Kingdom, the stuff recently with
But
Kenny
Joe's
to
always
have
in the
the
background.
match. So he's got all
He
this other
got
stuff going
these.
on.
Can't forget about this dude. Was it the
Wardlow, right?
Acclaim? You got that shit with the
Right,
Acclaim
yeah,
got
the Acclaim,
Warlord.
right, yeah. So
He
he's
gets
got
plate is more
all
than
these.
full.
Right.
Is it?
Yeah, so his plate is so full that he's not paying attention to the real threat, which is Joe this whole time. And we've even seen like the other week, Joe's like, oh man, you're running out of friends. So what they're doing is he's gonna beat Jay White, right? He's gonna beat Jay. He's gonna survive everybody. Every person that MJF faces, he's gonna somehow by hook or by crook get by. But the one person who's gonna get him in the end is
It's
Joe. Because he's not paying attention to Joe. He's just kind of like whatever with Joe. And so if
And you
that
know,
is
Joe
the
is
end game,
assassin. Joe
if
is an
that
assassin.
is the
Creep up and just choke your ass out.
Not if
right,
MJF. Not if
Joe
MJF
is
has
the end
backup.
game, if he's beating MJF, right? If he's going to be the guy that's going to beat MJF, then Joe does not need to be losing. They're pushing Joe. They're not pushing Keith. Like Jesus fucking Christ! Like just the amount of
let me ask you a
dumb
quick
shit I
question.
see on social media. It's ridiculous. Like you would have thought
let me ask you
Joe
a
like
quick question,
fucking
though.
choked him in like 30 seconds or something.
Yo, Toph, let me ask you a quick question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Ask him the question, motherfucker.
I'm saying if you don't mind, he just answered it. But
Nah,
anyway,
ask him. It don't matter if he minds or not. He's at the table. Ask him.
Right.
But anyways, you don't think that Joe giving up the TV title is burying the title? I'm not saying that he's burying the company. I'm just saying.
No, I'll tell you why. No,
Okay,
it's not burying the title, and I'll tell you why. It's not burying the title because nobody cares about Ring of Honor. That's the truth. Nobody cares. Now, if you
I don't
took
care
that
about
same
it. I
question,
definitely don't care about it.
Exactly. So here's the thing. Whenever a champion gives up a championship, what it's about, bro, if people give a shit about the belt, then yeah, it is kind of a burial. But if nobody cares, then but if people do care, then yeah, like for instance, right? Tomorrow, no, well, not tomorrow, right? Next Monday, right? Let's just forget that. Gunther's gonna have a match with the Miz at whatever it is, a Raw, Survivor Series, whatever. We all know he's gonna beat the Miz, right? Say Gunther beats the Miz, and then he says, "I'm the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. I've done everything there is to do with this belt. You know what?
Time to go for the world title."
Throws the belt on. If Gunther did that, people would be pissed. You know why? Because there's still stories left to tell. You still have the rematch of Chad Gable. You still have the run back of Sheamus. There's still so many other matches. We haven't seen Gunther versus, say, as an example, like this. Give me a good name. Like you could call up, like, say, a Bronson, not Bronson,
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker, right? Like you could do
Which
Braun Breaker.
I pitched that for SummerSlam. I was saying
Right.
that SummerSlam, Braun Breaker should have been a guest opponent for this dude.
Right. But the point is that there's still some mileage left. There's still some opponents that Gunther can face for the Intercontinental Championship. There's still interest in that. So if Gunther was to just give up the belt and just say, fuck it, I'm done, that wouldn't be a good look for him. It wouldn't be a good look for WWE. It just wouldn't be a good look because fans care. Nobody cares about the Ring of Honor TV title. If this was like 5 years ago or even 10 years ago, I would say, yeah, that is kind of a burial. But like who's going to beat Joe for the Ring of Honor? Like Keith Lee's not a Ring of Honor guy. That's another thing too. People were pissed at why would you want a non-Ring of Honor person like Keith Lee to win the Ring of Honor? Then it's just stupid. You know,
that's why
he didn't even
I won't be
in the match in the first
until
place.
Eddie Kingston wins the AEW World Title.
Okay. So one last question: what if MJF had backup?
Fucking guy.
Let's just say, right, that Joe is like whooping his ass, and then all of a sudden, the people surrounding the Devil storyline come up and help MJF.
Oh, you mean the old fashioned "It's me, Austin"?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, what if that happens?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think that's burying Joe, or do you think that's elevating MJF?
I think that anytime you have a whodunit story regardless of whatever company it is, they never know who it is. They're just making it up as they go. We've seen this before. Remember the 1999 Who Ran Over Steve Austin? Rikishi was not the plan. They were just making that shit up. They didn't know who ran over Austin.
19.
Or the Black Scorpion.
Yeah, 1990, the Black Scorpion.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Right, Black Scorpion, WCW, or the whole, like, who's the real leader of the Aces and Eights? You know, they don't ever have a plan. They have an idea, but I highly doubt they know who the devil is. So anytime there's a we done it or who done it story, I never overanalyze it too much, because any scenario we think of, they've already thought of it too. A lot of times, often what happens, and I hope they don't do this because you alluded to this earlier, Sandman. A lot of times when you have who done it stories, the actual person is the person that nobody predicts, just so someone can brag online and say nobody fucking predicted that. But that's stupid, because just because you did a surprise that no one saw coming doesn't mean it makes sense. Like, for instance, like earlier I heard you guys talking about Kyle O'Reilly. Like, Kyle O'Reilly will be a name that nobody talked about. Yeah, no one's saying Kyle O'Reilly, but like, what sense would it make? None. It wouldn't make any sense. So sometimes you get shit like that in wrestling. So don't.
Another thing about that is that no shade towards Kyle O'Reilly. Like, I'll just reiterate, he's not a big name. We expecting a big name to be under that mask. So if it's Kyle O'Reilly, that's going to be a letdown, and it's going to look goofy as hell.
Like, one thing that's for sure is not any of the people who just got fired from WWE. Their 3 months hasn't ended yet. I think it doesn't end till December. If they're going to delay the story till December, then yes, it's one of those people.
Off the top of my head, the first person that comes to my mind, and this was before any of this shit even happened, the first person I thought of immediately was Jungle Boy, because
I heard that rumor too.
Right, earlier in the year when they were still doing the Four Pillars feud, you know, one of the focuses of that feud was MJF basically telling Jungle Boy, like, yo, like, this whole place could be yours if you basically just became a bad guy.
I'm gonna let you know now, so because we running low on time. I know how you get long-winded that time.
Oh no, that's all I was gonna say. I was just gonna say that was the first person. That's my first thought. My first thought was it was Jungle Boy. That's my first thought. And also I think it could be him too, because I believe AEW is running Chicago again very soon. And if they want to do the reveal of the devil being Jungle Boy in Chicago, like, if you thought Shawn Michaels,
Jungle Boy's about to get booed out of the fucking building. If it's him.
Hey, y'all
if he has heat, he might as well take advantage of it, right?
Moose is going to be at Hard to Kill. It's impossible for it to be Moose.
Yeah.
Moose is going to be at Hard to Kill in January, so it's definitely not Moose.
Moose ain't going nowhere. He's so scared.
That's probably, he's way too loyal.
Sir,
he's going to be at Hard to Kill.
Loyal to Impact.
Sir, there shall be no Moose slander on this roundtable, sir. Moose.
Stan Moose, I'm sorry.
Hey, as a great person said, these hoes ain't loyal. Moose is a loyal motherfucker.
Idiot. He should have been left that damn promotion.
We don't have any time left, but I'm not sure if you guys heard. You probably talked about this already, Sandman, but one of we got the continuation of the 2023 Will Smith humiliation ritual today. One of his
my gosh, bro!
You heard about that shit?
We got
this dude talking about Will Smith getting pegged. Damn, son.
No. His best friend trying to say Will Smith got a baby dangle.
Well, he said that. He also said that. What's his name? Dwayne Martin, Kyle Lee Watson from Above the Rim.
Kyle Watson.
I'm telling you, man. I'm serious, man. It's legit.
Definitely talking about a rim in that dressing room.
I'm telling you, man, this is a legitimate humiliation ritual, man. The Illuminati is real, but I don't want to get anybody in trouble, so I'll be
Will Smith. If you think of it, it's not a coincidence. I'm telling you, Will Smith doing that shit, smacking the shit out of Chris Rock, it's like everything is tumbling down even more.
We gotta put a pin in this.
Will
We gotta
Smith
put a pin in this. Talk about this
Will
on Friday.
Smith's gonna go down for murder, man. I'm telling you. He gonna kill somebody.
He's gonna mass murder some motherfuckers.
And then he really gonna be talking about getting jiggy with it with Fleece Johnson.
You're gonna run him up with a meat cleaver, Michael Myers style.
I'm telling you, then he gonna be with Fleece Johnson. I'm just saying, yo, somebody need to get that motherfucker because he's out of jail, man. Somebody go get Fleece Johnson. The fuck.
Real quick, Kansas just beat Kentucky 87-84. It's about 8.4 left to go, but Kansas has the ball and they're about to triple the clock out. Kentucky just shot a really bad shot just now.
But we are not gonna slander Jungle Boy, goddamn it. Shit.
Just slander Moose.
We're gonna slander him, all right. We're definitely gonna slander him.
You just slander Moose.
Whoa. The fuck out of here. What? Man, and then his new music is worse. The latest music he had when he was beefing with this dude, wasn't he coming out to Beethoven? Like, what are we doing there?
That shit is terrible.
But it makes sense though. It makes sense because his entire not that I want it to happen, because his entire arc is his feud with Christian, because Christian was basically saying like, yo, if you got your head out your ass, you could be a champion. MJF was saying the same shit. If you could just, basically be a dick, this whole place could be yours. Wasn't there like a promo where he said, I wish I could be a devil like you, but I can't. And of course, whoever the devil person is clearly somebody with a smaller build. I have noticed that. It's not a big person.
Look here.
So it's definitely a smaller guy. Do I want it to happen?
That's why I'm saying.
He needs to take his ass to
it's Kyle O'Reilly.
He needs to go to the gym before he becomes world champion. Because who the fuck are you gonna beat?
I don't want to be him. All I gotta say is he's gonna have nuclear heat when he comes back. So I can understand the thought process. Like, well, if you're gonna have nuclear heat, you may as well take advantage of it, right?
Yeah, but I hope Jungle Boy went to the fucking gym before he go for a world title. That nigga small.
That's what I'm saying. This
anyways, hold on, yeah, I gotta shut it down.
Oh, my bad.
Shut it down, yeah.
My bad.
But you know what I mean? You already know the vibes. We're gonna pull up again on Friday.
We gotta talk about Big Willie.
Whoa.
Hey, pause. Pause.
But
we gotta talk about that.
There's gonna be predictions. I guess we're gonna do full gear predictions.
Oh, okay.
Even though I can't fucking watch this shit. I wish I could watch that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I never watched one AEW pay-per-view yet. But we're gonna do predictions on Friday. Talk about SmackDown and other wrestling news.
Tony Khan is counting pennies when he should be counting dollars.
And you know what I mean? About to get up out of here, and I figured why not? Let's get up out of here on my dude TKO's new single, Friend Zone, featuring Coney Brooks.
Get your girls.
You already know the vibes, B.
Get your girls.
See you on Friday.
All righty.
First time that we met, I knew that I had to have a girl. You stole my heart. It hit me like a sledgehammer, knocked me off my feet. I never felt this way before. I'll be the one you need. That's what I had to let her know. I see you cry in the middle of the night. He did you wrong, girl, you know he ain't right. Put your faith in me, I give you all I got. All I need is one shot, just give me one shot. Told her how I felt. If I could be her man, then she looked at me and said, she just wants to be friends. So I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type, please don't put me in no friend zone. I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type, please don't put me in no friend zone.
Feel like you're leading me on. I just don't understand. You can see it's obvious I'm trying to be your man. Crazy how you complaining about these other guys all in my end. It doesn't feel right. I'm just trying to be the one that change your life, to show you the other side. As long as you telling me what's on your mind, I promise won't waste your time like you what I do in mine. Once you find you a dime, trying to get you in your prime. You probably hear it all the time. The only difference is the truth. I ain't spitting lines. They loving you was a crime. I ain't doing time. Cause the friend zone thing is really out of line. Really out of line. Baby girl, wake up with me, get your cake up. No fix up, I'm major. Them others is danger. Yes, there'll be haters and yes, there'll be fakers. But that's cause you look like that without your makeup.
I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type, please don't put me in no friend zone. I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type,
King of New York,
please don't put me in no friend zone.
I ain't even about to play like I play about you. The last nigga really went and made a play out you. He took a lay out you. Love what for who? You curve king, the biggest thought in the room. I'm saying, we got a vibe that you can't deny. Even on your worst days, ticket on the dash, girl, that ass fine. I've been plotting on how I'ma make that ass mine. Fantasize walking through the park just to pass time. You keep saying the F word. Yeah, I should be your bestie, but we belong together like leg work. Your jealous tendencies be making my head hurt. I'd rather we soliloquy while making the bed jerk. I'm not only trying to get inside, I know you better than you think, so if you're serious, we shouldn't try. I see the feelings that you couldn't hide. Are they dead? No, so why put me in a friend zone?
I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type, please don't put me in no friend zone. I tried to shoot my shot, but I guess I'll just leave you alone. So since I'm not your type, please don't put me in no friend zone.